Hi Virgo, this is Kat at Peace Tarot, and I'm going to lay down a Celtic cross using the Light Seer deck and clarify using the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is going to be for Saturn in Aries, a transit, which will affect your 8th house, which is all about finances, intimacy, transformation, metaphysical areas, taboo areas, and how that transit for the next 3 years, how this is going to affect the evolvement of your soul. This is all about asking yourself where you need to focus your energy. What have you learned from cycles in the past? With Saturn in Aries, it's all about structure and responsibility and discipline versus impulsiveness. It's control versus instinct, caution versus impulsiveness. And some of the things that you're going to be concentrating on will affect the 8th house. So if you want to look into that a little further. But let's go ahead and lay down that Celtic cross using the Light Seer deck. I have pre-shuffled all of my cards over here, and I'm going to give them a shuffle, and then I'm going to break the deck. And this, again, is for Virgo. Always, I want to receive messages that are for your highest good, your highest vibration, your highest, best life. Okay. Main energy is the Page of Wands, crossed by the Page of Pentacles. What is below you is the Ten of Pentacles. What is leaving you now is the Six of Pentacles. What's above you is the Queen of Swords. Future energy is the Nine of Cups. Nice. I like that. On the staff, we have Four of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Underneath, we have the King of Cups. So right away, what I notice in the Celtic cross, in the main area of the Celtic cross, is we do not, and the staff, we do not have any major arcana. So this is energy that's happening in your physical world, your 3D world. The main energy is the Page of Wands, finding your inspiration again, wanting to grow something, wanting to see what's out there. What's going to either assist you or be an obstacle to you is the Page of Pentacles. Ready to start something here, ready to start looking for your abundance, start looking for a new start in abundance. In your energy right now with the Queen of Swords, you're thinking about truthfully cutting out energies that aren't a give and take, give and receive. You're coming out of this Six of Pentacles, and you're looking at your legacy, what you can bring into your life that's going to give you this new start, this new inspiration. Now, this is going to be happening over a 3-year period. It's an evolvement. Saturn in Aries is all about evolving. We dip back into Pisces. This is from May 24th of 2025 through April of 2028. So it's a 3-year period. This is about setting boundaries, standing up for yourself, teaching you about money and finances as well. It affects your energy and your finances, how you associate energy and your finances. And it could be changes in shared resources as well. Money, vulnerability, emotions. So we're going to see how that is going to affect you over these next 3 years. Your energy right now, how you see yourself, is holding on. Um, I feel that that also is an energy of coming from lack, um, making decisions based on in the energy of lacking something. The energy around you is the Seven of Swords. You you have an energy of mistrust, not trusting that there is something out there for you that will spark an energy of inspiration and growth. You're not trusting it. You're not trusting the energy that's out here, uh, that you've been in for a while. You're moving forward, looking for that happiness, that wish fulfillment, um, that new start and inspiration. I do feel that with the hope and fears, with the Knight of Pentacles, or excuse me, the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck, that you are going to work on your finances over the next 3 years, grounding your emotions and knowing that by grounding your emotions, being in alignment, is going to lead you toward a new start and toward your happiness, the Ten of Cups. I do feel that there's some pain here. You can see the Three of Swords. These are all the cards on the bottom of the deck. Three of Swords here. There has been some pain in the past that you're dealing with, but let's get some clarification here before we make any assumptions. Again, this is the Smith-Waite Tarot deck. I'm looking here to see you've got Six of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. For a lot of you, for who this is resonating with, I do feel that there is something here where you have to face your finances and work on your finances over the next 3 years in order to get to this place where you are stable, where you can provide for yourself and others, where you feel good about your finances. It's going to take some changes in the way that you think with the Four of Swords, coming out of the energy of lack and into the energy of abundance and attracting that to yourself. I also feel that there's energy here where you need, or not you need, but there's energy here about cutting out anything that you're not able to get what you give. Fairness, balance here. All right, Spirit, why is the Page of Wands? This is the main energy. Tell us why the Page of Wands is here for Virgo. And over the next 3 years, how can this energy be used? There's the King of Wands and the Six of Cups, clarifying the Page of Wands. Now you've got 3 kings on here. The only king you don't have is the King of Swords. You have the Queen of Swords. So I feel that there is something here in your past that has prevented you from moving forward with the Page of Wands. You have a wish fulfillment here that you're trying to move forward with. But there's something here that's keeping you from taking that action with the King of Wands. Something from your past. It may be you were told something or by someone in your past, or there's some kind of childhood wound here, that you had to constantly give in order to get. Where the balance, it was out of balance. A lot of Virgos like to be of service, which is a great attribute, but sometimes there's got to be sometimes we get lessons, all of us, about balance and not overgiving to the point where you deplete your energy. especially if you've been through something, uh, maybe some pain or a cycle that caused a lot of pain here. Uh, in order to go forward and feel that you're not in a state of lack, it's going to take some healing here. I do feel that this is about your finances. In the eighth house, this is a good time with Saturn and Aries too. Saturn doesn't like to spend. So this is a time to save. This is a time to, to be honest with yourself. Look at your finances, dig deep into them. What do you have? How much do you have? What kind of debt do you have? How do you come up with a plan to pay off that debt? Cutting out anything where it's not in balance, it's not fair to you, not taking on the responsibility of others. It's going to help you get to this King of Pentacles here, which allows you to be abundant and have a new beginning into something else that is more inspiring. This I'm also getting could be energy where you can spend more time with your emotions over the next 3 years, getting those in balance as well. There may have been that pain that I saw underneath the deck that caused some lack of foundation, lack of stability here. I do feel that there's energy here, though, where you're not trusting with the Seven of Swords. You may have to share your resources with someone and you feel that you don't have enough. So there's really some things here that you can look at that will help you navigate over the next 3 years. I'm interested in the Page of Pentacles, whether that's going to be an assist or an obstacle. And this is with the Page. You have the Two of Cups and the Magician. And what I got right away here, what popped into my mind is you may have been in a relationship. There may have been a lack of give and receive, or there wasn't a balance here. Spirit is offering this energy or saying to you, yes, can be a new beginning here with this Page of Pentacles. You may be starting over. You may have come out of relationship. You may have gone into a relationship. Maybe you have to share your resources, and that's hard for you to do. Maybe this is money that you have earned, whatever gender you are, and now you're having to share that. It's going to affect your relationships as well. Whenever you look into finances, you could be with somebody that you've known for a long time, and there's been a change in the finances here. You have all the tools you need to have a new beginning when it comes to abundance. It's going to take some work over the next 3 years, cutting out things that don't do you good, that maybe you've taken on that aren't fair for you, that are not good for you. And now you're looking out for yourself here, in a sense, becoming independent. Saturn in Aries is about setting up boundaries and becoming independent, being able to be on your own, being able to feel that you have abundance, that you can take care of yourself. With the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups and the King of Wands, coming up with a plan that's fair and equal to who's ever involved in this relationship, whether it be friends, family, work, yourself, being fair to yourself, where you're not overdoing, but making it equitable for both of you, and becoming strong on your own, feeling that you have enough. That's another possibility with that Six of Cups, is there may be something there, if you look back in your, maybe a childhood trauma of sorts, that you never felt you had enough. Maybe you didn't have a lot when you were growing up, or told that you would never make something of yourself. Something someone either said or showed you that has been an obstacle for you. And you're looking at that now. You're facing the truth of something. Let me look at Why is the Ten of Pentacles here? Looks like what you want is happy family, happy life, leaving a legacy. Maybe you want to leave something behind that speaks to your hard work that you've put in. And let's look at that Ten of Pentacles. We're not going to clarify every card, but let's look at that Ten of Pentacles. You've got 4 kings, King of Swords, and the 6 of Swords with the 5 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I felt the 5 of Swords. I feel like in order to leave the legacy that you want, in order to transform, that's all about the 8th house as well, transformation here. It's time for you to lose this energy here of the 5 of Swords, winning at all costs, going to more peaceful energy here with the 6 of Swords, moving away from the 5 of Swords energy, which for all of us, doesn't matter, just now I'm reading for Virgo, is about ego, right? What goes around comes around with that 2 of Pentacles, and seeing the truth here of your situation, really facing the truth. This is when the soul evolves. It's always also a growing up period for a lot of people. Learning how to embrace change, understanding that change is, we use the Tower card. That is always, that happens for everyone. Change is the only thing you can count on, right? Taking responsibility for your actions and developing emotional security is going to allow you to get out of this 4 of Pentacles energy. Trust yourself. Get down to your authentic self, and trust that no matter what change, what energy comes towards you, if you're in alignment, and you've got all 4 kings down here, that's pretty good alignment, to make the decision to cut out what doesn't do you any good anymore, which is not, you've planted some seeds, you're at some kind of crossroads where you're thinking, should I move forward? Or should I stay where I'm at? Should I put my energy where I've been? Or is it really growing something for me? Is it inspirational? Am I evolving? Am I learning from my lessons of the past? You have decided that you want to go forward in a more peaceful mental state with the 6 of Swords. You have to. In order to start something new, you've got to let the past go here. With that, make a decision to let the past go. And that's hard. I understand that. But you've got the Queen and King of Swords. I feel like you're going to make that decision to go after your dreams here. All right, what can you tell us about the 6 of Pentacles? Let's break that deck again. Sorry if my phone beeped. I forgot to put it on the off position here. We have the Queen of Cups and the Star. Nice Aquarius energy. You want something that's more, I got this energy too. What do we have on the bottom? King of Pentacles again. I feel like your hope is that you can take what you've learned, become more emotionally grounded with the King of Cups, and open up yourself to receive, bring in more of a feminine energy. You have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. You're coming out of the Queen of Cups energy. That was your, I feel like you're healing as well from whatever pain you've been through, whatever cycle maybe you're coming out of. And your goal here is to cut out anything that's caused you to not have peace in your life, where you feel like you're overgiving. Maybe really look at the overgiving and why you're overgiving. It's time for you to receive here with that feminine energy, I feel. What can you tell us about the Queen of Swords? This is what's on your mind right now. You're looking forward at that Ace of Wands and a new beginning. How can you have that new beginning? How can you get to the King of Pentacles energy? And I do believe it's by cutting out past energy of winning at all costs, moving into a more peaceful energy, peaceful environment, thinking about okay, let's look at that Queen of Swords. Give it a couple shuffles. Spirit, why is the Queen of Swords here? Queen of Swords is intelligent, clear, speaks her truth, witty, charming, knows what she wants. She's direct. It's feminine energy. The Moon and the World. I think the Queen of Swords up here, I feel that she knows. She knows what she wants. She knows this cycle needs to end. She knows she needs a new beginning. She may not be clear on everything that's going to be in front of her or him, depending on your gender, feminine energy, but she has enough wisdom and smarts to know that she can handle whatever comes her way. I feel that this Virgo is experienced, is a little bit older because they have all of the kings here, has worked at something for a long time or been in relationships for a long time, and any type of relationship, and knows that it's time to go after her dream. Now, being that it's the Queen of Swords, there may be some issues in being able to clarify, break it down on what your dreams are, what you really consider your dreams, getting down to the bare bones, taking off any masks that you may have put on, getting to your true self over the next 3 years. Not dreaming for someone else, but dreaming something for yourself. And that's going to take some insight into yourself, being honest with yourself, but taking that first step to end this cycle here. All right, what about the Nine of Cups? We'll shuffle once and break the deck. I do feel that this is you going after your dreams, finally. I feel for this Virgo is, I'm going for it. I'm going to take some steps, figure this out, but I want a new beginning. I want to light that flame up here with the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands and go after my dreams. You have the Nine of Swords. Interesting, because you have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Swords and the Lovers. Gemini energy. I feel like you're going to put this anxiety down over the next year, 3 years, while Saturn is in Aries in your 8th house. You're going to delve into your relationships. You're going to, if you want to use this energy to help yourself navigate in your highest vibration, this is a time to be vulnerable. As you progress through the next 3 years and you start looking into, you know, why you do the things you do and what do you really want to do and what inspires you, this is a time to be vulnerable with your maybe significant other, or really take that step where you take off everything, you take off the masks, maybe that you've been wearing for a long time to impress others or to hide who you really are. That there's something there down to the very root of who you are that you haven't been showing people. And I get with this Nine of Swords is that your communication has always been to please others. And now it's time to speak up and stand up for yourself and become independent. Go after your dreams. Show people who you really are. And Virgo, once you do that, you're going to feel free, like a free spirit with that Ace of Wands and that Page of Wands. It's going to free you. You can have all the dreams in, the world, but if you don't take action on them and you just let them go by, those aren't going to become a reality. So it's time to use that King of Wands energy and start taking steps, even if it's just the Page of Wands steps. Take some small steps towards these dreams that you have. You may have a lot of ideas. It's time to come up with a plan on how to make that dream happen. Now we have the Four of Pentacles, and we're going to clarify that with the Five of Swords and the Eight of Wands. There's a closed off feeling here as well with that Four of Pentacles. You may, like I said, it could be about lack. It could be about grounding yourself. It could be about holding on too much to your security and not taking that chance to go towards your, towards what it is that you really want. There's something here too about this energy of winning at all costs. Maybe that could be energy that you've held on to in the past, but again, when I talked about taking off your masks, this is about ego and showing people who you really are, showing your empathy toward others. Especially if you've been through some pain here, that may be bringing up these feelings that you're having. But there's some Virgos that are still working on letting this energy go, winning at all costs. Something's going to come in quickly for you. And the Eight of Wands for me as a reader as well is all about spiritual inspiration, to really look at why you feel that you have to win at all costs. You don't have to prove yourself to anybody. You have the wisdom of all four kings. You've been around for a little while, and you know what's what and how things are, and you don't have to do this anymore. You've stood your ground. You've proved yourself in your own mind, if that's what you're... But there's some quick communication come in, or quick inspiration and ideas popping up. And in order to get to this point, this Eight of Wands, or this spiritual inspiration, it takes a lot of process of healing and delving deep into your own soul. What can you tell Virgo about that Seven of Swords? Look at that. Something that you're not trusting. Maybe you're not trusting yourself to succeed. It's all about trial and error. Taking that step, trying something. If it doesn't work out, then you try something else. But to get started, what can you tell us about the Seven of Swords? Strength card, Leo. Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Virgos. And the Four of Cups. Trusting yourself to leave old relationships behind, the Six of Cups. Take the gift from Spirit. Look at the strengths, the love and compassion that you have. Taming both sides of your, I'm going to say, energy, where you have the beast within you and the compassion. Finding that balance here. Taking the cup that's being given to you, this opportunity, and trusting that you can do it. There's fears here that I feel that you have to face over the next 3 years to find your strength and overcome those fears. Whatever's keeping you stuck here with this Page of Pentacles, not feeling good enough, not feeling like you have enough, you do. You have everything you need. Spirit is saying you have everything you need. The King of Pentacles are on your hopes and fears. Being strong in your abundance, being strong in yourself. What do we have for the King of Pentacles, Spirit? Why is the King of Pentacles here? Taking that first, there's the Hierophant. That's Taurus and Taurus. We have a lot of Taurus there. And there's the Seven of Swords again. Okay, what I'm getting with this again is that I feel that this is really about you. You got the Seven of Swords twice. Making the commitment. Looking at this King of Pentacles energy. Do you feel that you are enough? Do you feel you have enough? What is going to be enough? Making the commitment. Not running away from something. Here's that Five of Swords energy again. Winning at all costs. Going inside and making a decision, making a commitment to go after your dreams. Who cares what anybody else thinks? This isn't about what others think. This is about you and your dreams and communicating that to the ones you love. If you're in a marriage or a partnership, making the commitment to yourself to honestly look inside. Look at, like I said, the 8th house deals with finances, and I'm getting that here a lot. To really look at what is going to make you feel secure. How much do you have to have? You know, I remember someone that was part of my group, and I remember them saying, well, I have to have this much money in the bank. And so I said, so if I went and took, this much money out of your bank account, you're not going to feel secure anymore? And, we kind of stopped and talked about it. It wasn't a dig on the person, but I said, you are the King of Pentacles. You are smart. You know how to make money. Taking another $1,000 out of your bank account isn't going to make you feel or isn't going to crush you or bring you down to an energy of lack unless you let it. This is about you, your soul, your inner being feeling secure. No matter, what your bank account is. Yes, it's nice to have a lot of things in place and have money, but knowing that you can be the King of Pentacles no matter what comes your way. As long as you're balanced. What can you tell Virgo about the Ace of Wands? Why is the Ace of Wands here? This is the outcome. This is what you're looking for in this energy. This is what's being offered. A whole new beginning. And there's the Page of Cups. You got a few pages here. Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Page of Cups. The only thing you don't have is the Page of Swords. Wow. Now with this, I'm getting that you've been through a lot. I do feel that you, with the Five of Pentacles, feel like you're crippled, like you cannot, that you continue to walk on past any help here, that maybe something is being offered to you, but you're not answering the call. There could be a surprise here that's coming your way. This could be a person in your life. A Page of Cups energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I always get Pisces with that. There may be a surprise coming your way. There may be some help coming your way. And again, I do feel it has to do with your spiritual inspiration, believing. There's something that you don't trust with these Seven of Swords twice, that you're running away from something here instead of facing it head on. Can you clarify anything else on that Ace of Wands? Do we have anything else? Let's do a shuffle, see if anything pops up. And the Hanged Man. That's Pisces energy. You could be resting at this time, taking some time out. You look like you're, suffering with something here with the Five of Pentacles. You're on crutches, maybe You need some time out to heal from whatever pain you've been through in this other cycle here. And that inspiration, that faith-based inspiration, that soul evolvement that you're looking for is going to come in this 3-year time frame with Saturn and Aries. You may be looking into, this is all about, the 8th house is about, looking into the metaphysics of things, tarot, Reiki, spiritual healing, things that are taboo, things that may inspire you spiritually to look at why you're not asking for help, or that you need help, or that you trust your faith to guide you along this path now that you've ended this cycle. Okay, this is what I have for you, Virgo. Let me see what we have. I was drawn to the Traveler's cards when I started this reading. So I got them out and I shuffled them, and we'll break the deck unless we get a popper. This is for Virgo. Energy that they can use over the next 3 years as Saturn moves through Aries and affects their 8th house. And we have enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. Set your compass to your dreams, Virgo. Set your compass. Use your true north here, your highest vibration. And I also get make a plan. Don't just dream. Make a plan to have those dreams come true. Don't watch others. Don't just let them slip by. And we're going to get some healing messages from Doreen Virtue. Let's get a couple of cards for Virgo. Enjoy the journey. Stay in the present. Be the fox. Take the path of the unknown. Document. Miracles. And I'm not getting that with the Page of Wands. I feel like there's got to be some inspirational energy here, faith-based, that you can believe in miracles. They do happen. Might not be what you think the miracle should be, but enjoy the process and enjoy the journey over the next 3 of discovering this. And it's all going to be, whatever you're dreaming, going to be in divine timing. Spirit's going to, when you match the vibration of what you're dreaming for and you have faith in, that's normally, Spirit saying, okay, I think they're ready. I think they're ready for this dream. I think they've reached that point where they can handle this. And we're going to get your angel number messages for Virgo, Saturn and Aries. So be patient, enjoy the journey. That's part of the process. Don't look back. Don't look forward. Know that you're protected with that moon card, and that your outcome is going to be a whole new beginning, an inspiration, curiosity, help, fairness, open heart. Let's break the deck and we'll take the top card for Virgo. And then we'll end this reading. If you like this reading, please consider sharing, subscribing, liking, share it with maybe another Virgo that's needs to hear this. And for Virgo, we have 25. You have a great ability to take in and process information on both conscious and subconscious level. Your curiosity is endless, and your desire to dive deep into a variety of subjects will bring you an immense awareness of the world. I am intelligent. And you definitely are. There's no doubt about that. Happy birthday. Have a wonderful month and into September for the Virgos whose birthdays are in September. Try to do more readings